Wednesday Night Live, what's up? Here we go. What's going on, guys? Hello, hello. What do we have? Multicam roll-up dump pouches. Multicam black roll-up dump pouches. Woodland fupas. Splatter fupas. If you're not aware, fupas are a fanny pack, work as a crossbody bag, come with shoulder straps also, so you can wear it on your chest as well. Pretty cool. 3 mag shingles. These will hold M4 AK. They are Velcro lined, also bungee retention, so you can choose either or. Multicam black, what? Multicam black fupas. There's some multicam black danglers right here, just finished. Multicam danglers, also a batch finished. OD 2-point slings right here. What else is out here? Multicam black roll-up dump pouches, non-padded H suspenders, bunch of shoulder straps for something more fupa. I don't know what that'll be. Looks like we're running butt packs out there that are green. AKM4 micros starting in multicam black. There's some custom medical clothes bags right there. What are these? AKM4 micros, multicam black, 8 mag stacked multicam rigs. Black day packs, more Woodland 308 split front chest rigs. Those things sold out super fast. Kiri, what's up? Benjamin Brewer, what's going on? Those splatter fupas look, yeah, they're pretty cool. Josh, what's up, bud? Hiram, any XL fupas in, no, not in gray yet, no. William Penny, what's up? Spencer, how are you? Frazier, what's going on? Landfill, Steven, Big O, Travis, what's up? Pyro Plies, what's going on, guys? Viking, Hood Billy, been busy seeding all day, nice, nice. Maine Bushcraft, what's up, buddy? John Oliver. Use the SOE link when you buy Amazon. Thank you, man. Anybody get the beard oil yet? Anybody have their beard oil yet? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? We recorded the Pulling the Thread podcast today. We had a guest who has raced the Gambler 500, the Gambler a lot of times. She's built several cars, so we had her on. Scully and I did the podcast, did Patreon questions, and then we went out and filmed somewhere else later in the day. We have these cookies that are coming out of EJ's Bake Shop. I'm guessing, yeah, it's EJ. It's Ellie, actually. But these are fucking awesome. You've never had anything like it. Anybody know what these are right here? They're incredible. And I've got that case weighs a ton. Ammo not shipped or canceled to California. Ammo not shipped or canceled. Expand upon that, man. Frank the Tank, what's up, bud? I got beard oil. It's a big bottle, right on. Right on. They are macarons. How'd you know that? Fucking cookie weirdos. What happened to Mother of Macros? I don't know. I'm sure they're still there. I'm sure they're still plugging along. Last I saw, some of the big hospitals were serving them in their cafeterias, and then I thought the what's that fucking electric car Elon Musk makes? Tesla. They were serving them in the Tesla factories. I went to culinary school and I make them at home. Right on. Of course you did. Tim, what's up, man? You need the cookies in your life. Seed potatoes shipped today. Nice. I've seen a lot of seed potatoes out. Tractor Supply, all the box stores have them. Rusted, didn't you open a restaurant or something? What are you doing now? It was something completely different from what you used to do, right? We've got slings if you want them. We got single points, 2 points, convertibles, tool aprons, Cali bags, standard grocery bags. We've got these things if you're into these. They hold all your bags. They hold rags too. They work really good for rags. 308 micros, day packs, cop rigs, stacked micros, AKM4 micros, split front 556. These things are super low profile. I completely redesigned those. More AKM4 micros. We have fanny packs. We have fupas, XL fupas, and then danglers over there. We've got some tool bags. I've got large clothes bags, medium clothes bags, small clothes bags. I have tool bags. Pistachio mac. We have pistachio macro. Oh, you had some, didn't you, Jason? Posture, what up? Hunter, what's going on, man? How are you? Painted color looks weirdly odd. It does, doesn't it? I had to participate in Valentine's Day. I haven't been treating most days like Valentine's, so I've got a fupa. You got a fupa, Tim? Overton, what's up, man? How are you? Ordered one of those for rags. Steve, what do we... Oh, yeah, they work good for rags, man. They really do. No, I used to manage kitchens at Google a million years ago. Now I'm registered. That's what it was, registered nurse. That's what it was. All right, guys, we can discuss whatever you want. Type out some comments, type out some questions, some statements. We will go from there. I've been running since 4:30 this morning. Had a good day. We went and looked at some property, 40 acres, and then there's another, I don't know, there's another 50 right there that's broken into individual smaller lots. Rusted, I'm a nurse also. What kind of nursing do you do? Great rundown. What's on the wall? Right on. We got a bunch of other stuff too in motion. A lot of stuff out here. John Wolf, I'm reporting. You're reporting me for what? Picked up freeze dryer the other day. Any tips on setting it up? It's pretty self-explanatory, Jason. Just do what the instructions. Run your bread. I'm guessing you got the Premier pump with it. Everybody seems pretty damn pleased with those. We've got the oilless. You used to spend, you'd spend an extra $1,000 getting that oilless pump. What size did you get? The only thing you're going to wish you had done was get a larger one. I ran a rocket attack fired from a Conic. Yeah, I saw all that. I saw that. Are we concerned with it? Are we concerned with it? Would you be surprised to find out that we actually pay and sponsor Iran to run their little tests and shit? Like, would it ever, I mean, if it came out in a few years, would you be like, of course we did? What's with this erectile dysfunction shit? Did Scully posted, was there a video floating around about that? Premier pump wasn't in store, only a medium. Been wanting one for years. Right on, so you get it from Tractor Supply. Yep, Tractor Supply, there it is. Yes, we're selling beard oil. Yes, we have. Lots of it is shipped. I think we've shipped about over 100 of them so far. 2 bangs, 2 scoops pre-workout. No way I'm sleeping. Striker, yeah. I don't have any pre-workout after 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock's my last pre-workout. I did psych nursing. Oh, I'll bet you've seen some crazy shit at psych nursing. If you gamer children listen to this man, you would learn about life. Are they here yet? I haven't seen them yet. We're closing in on 100K. Oh man, Hunter, I thought you were saying you're getting more property. We are closing in on 100K. Thank you. I would be more stoked if you were getting more property. What's up?
What's up?
Is this what a meth lab looks like?
I don't have any idea.
Probably. I was wondering where these went. No, I'm not. Where did all... I bought like 6 pairs of those Milwaukees and I can't find any of them.
They're probably in your garage.
Back to the new layout. Mine looks the same, Bob. Main bushcraft, can't have too much. You're right about that, man. Way too many teeth in that kitchen for that to be a meth lab. Yo, what were those bags? Are we talking? Bob, they did ship, man. I'm surprised how damn heavy this is. If I could say one thing, I want to have these macaroons here where I can show them, but oriented in this manner, this label is backwards. So in looking at this, you can't see the cookies when it's indexed properly. So I don't know what the solution is. I don't think you can fix it with these labels. You'd have to print the labels opposite. Not a big deal. Box super heavy. Whoever packaged this up did a fucking great job. There was peanuts on all 6 sides of the box. Yeah, fucking solid shipping. Got a new Mylar sealer delivered today. Belt fed, runs on rollers, stamped a lot of number in the seal as it goes. Yeah, is that what we have? Is this what you got, buddy? This? We've been happy with ours. Do you think anyone will be capable of hunting for their food when the stores are out of food? I think 1% will. Yeah, 1%. I think a lot of people will go to the hills, and people with more capability will simply remove them and leave them as fertilizer. You know, shortening it, thinning out the competition for that food, and then you're just going to have a lot of people who are just straight up bad dudes right now, and the only thing keeping them from presenting that forward is just just law enforcement or just the fear, right? If the power went out, everybody knows right now you're tracked everywhere you go. There is nowhere you go when there is not some camera with their eyes on you. You should even assume that on your own property, no matter how much you have, that Wildlife Authority and possum cops have put cameras out there, because they do. There's tons of cases where people find cameras on their own property, remove the camera, and the fucking cops come with a warrant over them removing the camera off of their own properties. So you should assume at all times, I assume that there's a fucking camera in here. I've had thousands and thousands of people. I would assume that everywhere I go in my own building that I am on somebody's camera somewhere. So operate in that manner. But as soon as the fucking power goes out, holy shit, dude. People are in for a fucking rude awakening. Just finished construction, second chicken coop. Badass, man. How did you build it? Corn Pop was a bad dude. Can humans survive on human flesh? Yes, there's something called Kuru. Kuru. You should check that out. What's the best thing to do when shit hits the fan? Not be where it is. Most shit hits the fan somewhere for somebody every day, right? Don't be where it is. Be out of the city. You should be growing and producing some of your food right now. If we're seriously going to have a conversation about shit hitting the fan in the future and what do you do about it, the real question is, what are you doing right now, right? Are you getting in shape for that? Is your life going to be easier if you were in shape? Are you going to be better prepared if you spent the last 5 years making a lot more money so you had options? I had a game cam show up on 182 acres. I removed it. Game warden was there 45 minutes later. Let that, so yeah, isn't that fucking wild, right? What are they looking for? Why did they trespass on your property? What are they after? You see that game camera bullshit that happened years ago here in Camden, in Benton County? That was on my friend's property. Like, we know those guys. I know I've missed a lot of comments, guys. Wrangler Star posted a short 4 days ago with your fanny pack. That was, what was the specific one he's using? Basement Ops. That's our FUPA. It's a Coyote FUPA dangler. And we just ran a bunch of them. We just shipped over 100 of them. He has a Coyote one. I don't think I have any Coyote right now. I do have Coyote FUPAs without the panel. The difference between the dangler and the standard is that back panel rips up so you can Velcro it onto your armor carrier, and it will also integrate with our chest rigs, our larger and smaller chest rigs, so it'll hang under your chest rig. It's also nice because it makes it more stiff. I do have all of these danglers we finished today in multicam, and I've also got a bunch in multicam black. Kiri, GoPro 12 is 50 off right now. Yeah, so the 13's out. I'm still shooting with a 10, Kiri. I'm assuming you asked what camera. If you get a 10, 11, 12, you're gonna be super stoked with it. I've been shooting with a 10 for probably the last 2 years. The only problem I've had is when I run over it with a skid steer, but I was able to get the card out. The thing's still powered up. It just cracked both the screens. When you went to a 10, you got a front and a back screen, which is nice. Whichever one you get the white top batteries. They seem to run it. They say 30% longer. I say they run 50% longer. And get you a charger. Get you a triple charger, only because I've never seen one that does 4. Get you a box, holds 3 batteries in it, shows you the voltage or the percentage of the fill on the front, whether it's plugged in or not. If you open the lid, it'll show you. And have you get 6 batteries, one in the gun, one in the camera, one in your pocket, and then 3 more in the charger. And I carry them in the charger, even when it's plugged in or not. Bought 8 acres, Petersburg, Alaska. Paid the property taxes for the next 33. Badass. That's fucking cool, man. Those bags took me back to 1985. They look cool, don't they? Striker, yours are $52. What's that? Rusted helmets. Basement Ops. Which one you getting? You getting a FUPA without the panel on the back or with the panel? We can look and see what other colors we got if you want. Property tax are $16,000. It's 40 by 100. Show us those bags again. I'll show you in a minute. $134 for 6 acres. I didn't know you had 6 acres, Josh. That's cool. Are they core direct? Yeah, everything's core direct. Man down. Okay, so FUPA danglers. I've also got black right there. 12 acres, East Tennessee. We walked 40 acres today we're looking at. And if anybody wants some property, if we do this, I'm taking 40. There is several other lots right beside us and right across the street from us that are 5 and 7 acre lots. If anybody has any more property, I'm mad for the rest of the day. Are those sold out? Are you talking about the splatter bags? Probably. We only did 3 extras, and I think Amanda stole one, so there's only 2 available. Let's see how we did these. 182, fucking badass, man. That's awesome. Where's the fucking turnaround on this thing? Oh, my screen did change. That's weird. How much is 5 acres? It depends where it's at, man. So it's TIFF blued out. It's got the full walls of Velcro. Pocket inside, TIFF blue. These all come with a waist strap that works great for a crossbody bag also. And it comes with shoulder straps, so you can wear this as a chest pack, you can wear it crossbody, or you can wear it fanny pack. Man, my button's in the wrong place. Fucking has me completely thrown off. Are the lots you mentioned close by? They're 45 minutes. 45 minutes. You know, when you see us drive most weekends to Jackson, we go into Jackson and get sushi. That's where the nearest Sam's Club is. It's an hour drive. We can head to Jackson and we're probably 15 minutes from Jackson from this place. This property is in the middle of a bunch of farmland, smaller pieces of farmland. There is some corn there, so you're probably going to be, within a mile of glyphosate. I did see some stuff where there's some guys were growing cotton. It looks like more grass crops for cow and horse. There is some quarter horse stuff there also. It's 7 minutes from the interstate, but across the street behind the properties on both sides are hundreds and hundreds of acres of it's all in pine. Can the FUPA XL be attached to a plate carrier? No, it can't. Best selling item, it changes every day, man. If I think I can sell 100, we're only building 75, and then it's on to the next thing, man. We build different stuff all the time. My bottleneck is labor. I'll be putting 5 to 10 A-frame cabins on the property to make a hike and camping resort. Nice. 280, 280 for 7 acres. Oh, you're talking about tax. How many rifle mags on one panel in the FUPA? None. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe 3. Maybe 4 inside the XL. Anybody verify? I'm saying you can put 3 per wall inside. Made a YouTube short about SOE. Right on. I see milk cows in your future, maybe. Yeah, community. Yep. What's happening? Tactical by nature. How many rifle mags? If you have to ask about the shirt, what about the shirt? I didn't see anybody ask about the shirt. Man, I'm pushing this other button that used to be the turnaround, and it is no longer. The shirt. I like my guns, like Democrats like their voters, undocumented. Do you have a FUPA dangler in multicam in stock? Yep. And if you have one on order, do not fucking email me and ask me about your order. We know your order. I have them in all of these bins with all of these FUPAs. I have a 3 pistol mag holder in my FUPA. Yeah, I think you could do 3 M4 mags though. Brown man tool bags. I don't have any. That's what these guys do when they're like, hey, can I see the brown man tool bag? It's because they're then going to email me and say, hey, I saw a brown man tool bag on order, and I have one on order. We know you have it on order. We want to ship your shit faster than you want to receive your shit. I was telling my wife that she's lucky I picked her because otherwise she'd be single. Maybe. Or she'd be with one of your friends. Been looking at container home buildings. Want to get a piece of land and have a setup similar to yours. Come out here, man. Tim, come out here. Follow Container Girls. On Instagram. I was telling my wife today, I asked someone why they don't leave early to get to work on time, and they said because it only takes me 10 minutes to get to work. A guy heard and said, oh, so that's why you're all... Yeah, if you're not fucking early, you're late. Just finished attaching it to my 8 max stacked. FUPA XL doesn't come as a dangler. He knows. I ordered FUPA XL dangler tonight. Sort of lost where to start with being an electrician. Any tips? I'm sort of lost on where to start. Are you hired? Are you currently employed? Are you working? What's your work schedule, right? Are you Monday through Friday? So you've got the most hours you can get right now? Go do handyman shit. You might find that when you develop that clientele as a handyman and you give more than promised and you show up early and you do what you say, you might find that you're making way more money on your own than working for a company as an electrician. Kyle, what up? Scored custom FUPA. I haven't ordered yet. I just want to know basement ops. I don't know what we're talking about there, but Are you the guy that asked about the brown man? Do you have a fupa dangler? Yes, we have. Yeah. Of course. Here's the better question. How do you not know we have them? Were they not on the text tonight? You can start by passing out business cards locally. Made sourdough today. Nice. Send me some sourdough. Spray painting house numbers on curbs. Yeah, we don't have curbs here. Show up on time. So yeah, sober. That's a big one, man. We've hired a few girls in the last couple months, and they just fucking, like, a couple of them just fucking come to work drunk. Like I drink tequila, like I drink a margarita, but like these bitches are like drunk. Like you can get drunk standing next to them. Mystery Ranch sold. Mystery Ranch sold a couple weeks ago. I don't think it's going to. I don't think that the operations are changing. I'm not concerned with it. Why do you not all already own 100 Mystery Ranch packs? Like, it's a trip. All the dudes talking about Mr. Ranch, not Cooper here, but it's a trip. I'm in some backpack groups, and it's a trip. People's concerns with Mystery Ranch, like, why do you not already have your Mystery Ranch? Eyeballing micro rigs, our left hand orientation. No, not at all. Your workspace is here. It's 13 inches total. If you look at military rigs up until very recently, there was no left or right. Everything was just mags, right? If you have just mags, does it matter whether you're left hand or right? And if you're a right-handed shooter, guns in your right hand, you're reloading, you're reloading with your left hand. Right hand means you are a right-handed shooter. Please say, yep, you're banned. You're banned. That's right. Go fuck off somewhere else. Oh man, didn't know that. It would be cool though. What are we talking about? Are you selling SOE to Yeti? No, we're not selling. Are you a Discord mod? No, I've never been on Discord. I don't even know what it is. I mean, I have an idea what it is. I saw some dudes talking about Mystery Ranch on IG today. I commented asking which pack they wanted. No, yeah, they just, whatever. Mags and grenades up front. Man, they have me fucking all fucked up with when they move these buttons here. That settles it. Then buying, what do you have in stock on the micros? We have quite a few options for the micro rigs right now. Discord is like a voice chat program that you can make your own servers. Yeah, I'm gonna not do that. John will sell the Yeti. Have him send a check. No shit. No shit. We'll shut this motherfucker down yesterday. AKM4 micros. Multicam, OD, Woodland, Coyote, and the very elusive Brown Man. Have I heard of Rex sewing machine? Never heard of it, nope. Sarah Harms, 666666666. If you buy the new property, you're going to move. No, fuck no. No, not at all. Why did Peach try to get back? I don't think he was trying to get back. I don't think he was. You guys supply pistol holsters for concealed carry. You can do a lot better than what we have. We do Velcro adjustable holsters to go inside of bags. We also do a belt slide holster, which is a terrible holster. Guys are just cheap. That's why they buy it. You are much better off. You're much better off having a specific molded Kydex holster. And there's a lot of options out there. C7A1, I don't know what that is. Will a FUPA dangler mount to the back of a cop rig? Yes, all the new cop rigs, all the new rigs have Velcro. Rockin' and rollin' 75 hard. Good for you, Steven, man. How do you feel? How do you look? What's the craziest gear I have? I don't know, man. I have fucking buildings full of it. My shirt is awesome. Thank you. This is the shirt this week. Every week we do a new design. This is this week's design, and they are on the website to be had. Our info doesn't go anywhere else but to you and Amanda. Yeah, that's correct. We've never sold a list. We've never merged a list. We've never bought a list. We've never put any of our client information out anywhere ever. Rocking a fupa on the back of T-Rex Arms Ready rig. Right on. Cool. Giga based. You lost 175. Fucking wow. Awesome, man. How'd you do that? That is Canada Colts Demos military rifle, basically a copy of the M4. Huh. You want to go outside, don't you? You want to go outside? I've never heard of Hive products. I don't have any clue what they even make. Favorite multi-tool, man? I like the Leatherman. I carry several different Leathermans. Well, I have several different Leathermans, I should say. I really like the Mutt, but I have several Leathermans. Fupa's my daily bag, right on. Hard working, awesome, man. Good for you. Mike Glover, Greg Anderson stuff. Where my no one's coming to save you. Yeah, we have a shirt that says that. No one is coming to save you. Prepare to self-rescue. No one is coming to save you. We have a couple different ones. Travis, what's up, buddy? How are you? Thanks for your attention today. Yeah, man, that was cool. Thank you for bringing her down. Leatherman Mutt, Wave, Super Tool. Yeah, I have another one too. I don't remember what it is. Leatherman will custom color stuff for you, like for your chick. They'll also do custom engraving. You can put initials. Like they have a whole custom program you can get right off their website. Leatherman Wave. Did you receive the odd surgical? I did, Clay. Thank you, man. I did. I appreciate you. What do you call the like party camo there? I don't know what we're talking about. Bayside Fupas. Is that what they're called, Tim? Is that what that material's called? I thought it was splatter. You only see a black mutt. If you want a mutt, you better grab it. I think they discontinued the mutt. That's that bigger armor's tool, right? Do you ship to Europe? Yes, we do, every day. Leatherman Juice S2. Biggest problem in the world is everybody thinks somebody else will take. Yeah, stop keeping motherfuckers alive that won't take care of themselves. You know, 10% of EBT cards, 10% of the money for fucking food stamps is spent on soda. You use metal or plastic? We use plastic zippered with a metal pull. It's what I call it, Bayside High, Saved by the Bell. Tim, it's very funny that you say that. I shot a video, a little short with Brandel earlier. I haven't put it up yet. And he said the same thing, Saved by the Bell. Surge. I think I have a Surge. Unknown, where are you? Who are you, unknown? What is this place? Do you have 2 FM12 gas masks? No, I don't know what an FM12 is. And I have hundreds of gas masks, but I don't know what the FM12 designation is. Diet soda gives you life. Flavored water. Match trucks have mutts. I don't know what that means. Did you hear about the police gunfight? Yeah, I did hear that. I did. Unknown. This is a shop. We manufacture nylon tactical gear. I do a live every night at 9 o'clock. I have 5,000 videos here on YouTube. We're basically a SOE factory, and we make military nylon tactical gear. Leathermans don't do anything well. Carry two. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. I had a pair of SOG multi-tool plier, and I cut chain link with it. And then once you cut, 10 pieces of chain link so that you could get through it, you'd have a bruise on the palm of your hand. The military has a wire cutter, and that cuts through chain link like butter. Matco tools. What's up with the giraffes? Yes, what is up with them? Oh, I wanted a Frappuccino. All I wanted was a fucking Frappuccino. Where's my Frappuccino? Wearing the I Like Gun shirt at an NRA show, right on. Oh, early 2000s, 2010 British gas. So it's probably made by Avon. By Surplus Multi-Tools from the state. FFA won't let on the planes. Yeah. How do you get those? Those go to a website, or how do you get them? Where can I buy one of those military chain cutters you speak of? Look up wire cutter. Look up military surplus wire cutter. It's gonna be like a hook. It's gonna have a beak on the front, kind of, and it's gonna have black plastic handles. It's insulated, so you won't get shocked. Eric Charles, go fuck off somewhere else. You could be anywhere on the internet right now, but somehow your dumbass is right here. Navy dude here, should I get a whoopee? If you're in the Navy currently and you need a whoopee, you will be issued a whoopee. Should you get one? I don't know. I mean, if you personally want one. I have them in all my packs. Scully sleeps in one every night. Language. Hey, Mason, fuck off somewhere else, you two. Sensitive little bitch. If you're worried about my fucking language, you're too sensitive. You're a fucking grown-up in a grown-up world. And if you're raising your kids in that manner, you're creating weak fucking children that will be victimized by somebody. I'm only 5. Well, then you can't be here, so you're the fuck out of here. You shouldn't be on the internet. I think your parents should fucking beat your ass and take your phone away. The old AK bayonets had a cool, yeah, they did, didn't they? Built into the sheath. Did you sell one of the giraffes? No. Did that guy email? No, they never email. They never fucking. All the dudes on here that are like, I want this custom piece of gear, how do I get it? If we do that 100 times, one guy fucking emails. One. Channel Lock makes fence pliers. Yeah, I have some fence pliers for fencing. We cannot have any more weak children. No, absolutely not. You should fucking roughhouse with your kids. Like, I bullied and roughhoused and rolled around with my kids. There wasn't no bully. Like, if a bully fucking bullied my child, they're going to be like, my fucking mom hits me harder than that. Got tracking today, 1.5. Yeah, we've shipped a lot of them. What the fuck with the giraffes? I don't know. We'll discuss that when you fucking change your fucking picture to a real human being instead of a cartoon. Simple fuck. And spell giraffe correctly. Then we can speak. Gerber cable dog. Interesting. That's a lot of W equipment. I don't know what W equipment is. Cry about it. Yeah, fuck off somewhere else. Fucking cunt. That's 2 down tonight. Rebar is watching. Red bar is watching. I don't know what that means. Felco cable cutters. I've heard of Felcos, yeah. Why are people here just to be idiots? So there's a lot of gamers here. If you look right now, there's 335 people here. Our shorts are going super viral, and YouTube has changed the way that they project the live feed. So if you interact with a short, if you dwell or pause, or you watch multiple shorts, which they are, they just don't realize it's our channel, the way we're cutting the shorts up. So they watch them because they're kind of controversial, and they go viral. We've got some shorts that have over 1 million interactions on them. So they're watching the shorts, and what YouTube is now doing in the short feed is if there's somebody you interact with on shorts and they happen to be live, they will put the live into the feed. So that's where all these new people are coming from. A lot of hate. No, they're just little kids, most of them. Like, literally, most of them are children. But if you're going to be in a world among adults, then you're going to be treated as an adult. If you don't want your kid to hear foul language, then don't let them on the fucking internet. I mean, look how many kids are being abducted. It's because their parents allow them to be on the fucking internet. That's how they're getting fucking found. 19-year-old at work that cannot set up a common mousetrap. Oh man, we used to play with mousetraps and lighters all the time. You need to let a kid fucking stick a butter knife in the fucking outlet and get shocked. You need to let a kid get a little bit burned. Like, get that out of him fucking early on. Adults acting like children. Well, what is the definition of adult, right? We say 18, but if you can't buy cigarettes, are you really an adult? But I would say that there's 35-year-old men running around that are still children. I used to curse more than military school by 13, working full-time construction at 15. Yeah, I was working construction at 13. I was doing demolition, manual demolition at 13. Meanwhile, we can't show gun stuff. Yeah, it's kind of fucking wild, isn't it? Lewis, I didn't see Lewis on here. Lewis, what's up with the giraffes? So that you'll show up and ask the question. I've had this channel for 15 years. I've got 5,000 real videos. I do a live video every single night of every day of the year since we've ever been able to do them. So years and years I've done a live every night. But you only showed up to this one. I used to curse more than middle school than I do now, and bitches can't. Yeah. Our teachers used to cuss at us. Our fucking teachers used to cuss at us. Showed my daughter to test outlets with a multimeter. Can I get an amen? Bushcraft, what up? Scrolling through shorts brought me here. Yeah, we know. It's working. Welcome. A lot of liberals coming across the live feed. Maybe. Or they're just kids. I mean, it's like kids showing up and telling fart jokes. I mean, there is a new vocabulary that I would say most of us don't understand, right? And that's very young kids. This is my first video. What's happening? I'm going to need you to get naked. Curse the cursor. Yeah, no fucking cussing in here, motherfuckers. Trump, what up? Is this public gym plus your business or just your work? It's just my gym, big boy. Any of my employees can use it. None of my employees use it. I used to get up at 4:30 and go to the gym, and I'd be out of the building for probably 2 hours, going to the gym, working out, coming back. Having the gym here, I can do all of that. I cut all that time down to 45 minutes. Interesting that people talk about guns a lot on YouTube. Why is that? When do we do what the French just did? Yeah, I think you guys should. Let me know, and I'll, when you're posting your information, tag me and I'll reshare it. The math teacher used to say to me, "No, you fuck." Yeah. When should we take after the French? You should totally do that. You are on fool's notice. I don't know what that means. But you've chosen an animal to represent you, right? Step into the real fucking world. Put a picture of yourself. Like, everybody knows. Anywhere I go on the internet where I'm posting, motherfuckers know who I am. There's no hidden bullshit. You know who the fuck I am. Why is that Skull the Wizard too scary? I don't see what he said. I don't even know who it is. Med trace for micro rigs. Yep. Order the color you want. Put in notes. You'll take any color and it'll ship tomorrow. Good evening, John. Do you prefer Juki or Conso? I don't give two shits. Most of them are very similar. This is a Juki. Nakajima. There's a Juki. There's a Juki. Nakajima. Here's a Conso. Here's a Conso. Here's a Conso. There's another Juki. Here's a Conso. Here's a Seiko. I've got Singers. Here's a couple more Jukis. There's a Seiko. I don't even know what this is. I still don't know what this is. New SOE Instagram. Yeah, it's because I'm verified on there. My profile picture is AI. Shit, bro. I'm in Mount Juliet. I'll come train with you one morning. Man, I don't have time. Testosterone question. Doc wants me to do pellets. What's your experience? So the pellets, depending on your metabolism, I went through the pellets pretty fast. You'd have a good testosterone, and then it would fucking peter out, and you're gonna get a lot of estrogen fucking adjustment with that. I would tell you to go with fucking injection. If you have a problem or a fear with injection, you'd be better off, I think, going with the cream. You're just gonna put it on your nuts. You do not have to do intermuscular. I do. I feel like it works better for me. But you don't have to do IM. The oil is very thick. You're going to warm it up in your hand. You're going to draw it into insulin syringes, and you're going to inject it into your love handles, that fat on the sides. You're going to pin it like that. And they're going to want you to pin it like once a week or some bullshit, right? Take whatever the dose is, that weekly dosage, and break it up into 3 or 4. I inject every other day. I like what I'm seeing, but what is going on here? These are sewing machines. This is nylon tactical gear that we make. I started this company 35 years ago. I've been on social media since day one. I ran a business long before there was ever an internet. So when we got the internet, everything became easy. So I talk to people, especially young men, and tell them how to make money and do what I did in the past. And a lot of people want to tell you, well, you know, you've been doing this 35 years. And I like to point out that we did it when it was hard. Everything's easy now, and you have the answer to everything. If you're not doing what you want to do, or you're not making the money you want to make, it's because you're using your time doing other things. I've never seen the mason jar mouse traps you posted on Instagram today. Those are really cool. Yeah, so I've got some old antique ones that actually work better. All the ones you see now, they're imported from India, and they're actually brand new. You can get them on eBay, and they do work pretty well. The older ones worked better, though. The cool thing about the mason jar ones is multiple mice can continue to go in the hole, whereas when you use the plastic ones with the little spring floor plate, once there's a mouse in, the door closes, no more mice can come in. Like, I've caught up to a dozen mice in one trap, and I've got probably 20 of those. You like old shit, Jason Boyd? I collect a lot of old stuff, man. I'm new to your Patreon. How do USGI tap chest rigs compare to your rigs? I don't know. We make the best shit. I have no idea what a tap rig is. I'm sure somebody on here can tell you. You know how people are like, man, they don't make it like that anymore. The old days, man, everything was metal, or they used to build it better. They don't make it like that anymore. We still make it like that. We still build it how we have always made it. People are so sensitive. We can only hope Darwinism catches up with... Yeah, well, we keep people alive that won't keep themselves alive. I'm scrolling back reading some of these. I'm sure I've missed a ton of them. How do I get from... Okay, there we go. Top chat, go to live chat. I know there's some... What's the 90 pattern called? We just called it splatter. We just called it splatter. You will break before... Yeah, absolutely. You'll break before the gear breaks. Kiri, what a brother got put on the topical test. It was kind of a pain in the ass. Radio, what's up, man? My fucking notifications have been going off every 5 seconds. Dudes are tagging like 10 people. I don't know how many followers you've gained, but I would say I have probably gained 100 just through just being a collaborator on your feed there, on your post. Bob, good night, man. Received hand-me-down discipline, youngest of 8 kids. Yeah, and I'll bet you know how to scrap, and I bet you know how to fight, having fucking 7 older siblings. Taps is the current rig military use. I have one. I also have SIE, At 1,200 as of now, 700 to go. Right on. Absolutely agree. Just bought a home on 20 acres on top of mountain. Good shit. I'll keep turning in and would love to purchase some gear. Mark, man, I'm super easy to find. Whenever you're ready, we'll still be doing the same thing. Micro tears in my elbow. Oh, fuck. You have some of that pain salve, Bob? I know it sounds crazy. I'm telling you, that shit works. The old paintball stuff by Splatmaster? Yeah, kind of. I had a Splatmaster. I had a Budor autococker. I had a 68 Auto Mag. And then I had, all the new shit. Remember me, I'm back? I don't know. Is this another new fake account? Or are you being serious? I haven't heard the word Splatmaster. Yeah. That single shot. Yeah, the paint salve works. It's crazy, right? You don't remember me? Dude, I got up at 4:30 this morning, and at 9 o'clock we turned a camera on, and we ran multiple cameras right up until 6 o'clock. I don't even know what today is most days, much less who I talk to on a live feed. Weltmaster upgrade to shoot paintballs faster. Tim, I got a notification you were live today. I think we were driving or out hiking on that property out there. The day is generally good, with Arma 3 being played. Using ballistic gear is like torture. Getting shot, living single soldier. Thanks for your stuff. Right on. If set too high, it would break the paintballs. Yeah, and then you had guys that you always heard about frozen paintballs. We actually tumbled our paintballs. Zap is what we would shoot. Zap, I think. Yeah, Tim, the notifications are working, but we didn't have much signal. Like when we were out there, I was trying to send some pictures and stuff that they wouldn't send. As soon as we got up to the road, though, they sent. Tipman back then, yeah. Hive Technologies makes custom parts for Glock. Awesome stuff. Right on. I'm not familiar with them, Sarah. Do you work for them? There's some coyote roll-ups under there. Another batch of Typhon Pelter wraps. 3-mag shingles right there. Just tune in for the squeaky shoes. Jerusha. Your avatar looks like a kind of like an Iron Man shield. Have you guys seen those? They make like real Iron Man shields that you can throw and shit. You can have them custom done with whatever logos on them. All right, guys. Well, the comments seem to have died down here. So I'll go ahead and start turning the lights and everything off. That's my design. Right on. It looks cool, dude. What's the big black spider thing on the floor? The big black spider thing on the floor. I don't know. We'll go look. Oh, I see what you're talking about. They're H suspenders. It's a stack of H suspenders. So it's 4 legs, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and they just wrap around your belt. And then this piece adjusts side to side. This goes behind your neck. Kind of like the Slim H set, but without petting. Here's a bunch more fupas over here. Will those work with a butt pack? No, they will not work with a butt. Well, would they work with a butt pack? No. They'll go on your belt, and your butt pack goes on the belt, but there's no way to support that back, those back 2 clips. The butt pack's really made for the LBV. Rogan, Bet David, Harmozy. That's it for real, right? Those are the 3 that you need to be on. That's where you need to be. That's the pinnacle. Tip on the Solomon shoes are great, Charles. Right on. I'm pleased with them. Do you make the Velcro organizers that go in med packs? We make a medical backpack, and we use the large and small mesh pockets to organize our medical backpacks. We did those for the M9 bags that 1, 3, 5, and 7 were all issued. So we worked with one platoon, changed out those open top bungee pouches that were in there, and then we ended up changing all the kits out. I think we did, there was a couple hundred sets of them we did. And a set included 4 small and 2 large pockets. Like to think a couple gamer kids each day learn from this channel, maybe. Could likely hang butt pack on hydro carrier to counterbalance is going to be a potential problem. Yeah. Sold separately or with the pack. So the pack comes with them, but we do sell them separately. That's what all of these here are. Will a regular size FUPA fit a Glock 45? Yeah, all day long it will. Kiri, we're already kicking ass tomorrow, today, right now. Those Harmozy videos are master program for life. Well, keep in mind, Kiri, like the second one that I sent today, guys paid $5 grand to sit in that one. And that motherfucker's on the internet right now for free. I mean, shit. Pick any one takeaway out of there. I mean, there's 100 of them, but just pick one and act, right? Need a bag to carry paperwork or something for legal pad, like a folder style. Not off the top of my head. I'm sure guys are going to shout out all kinds of shit, but my lawyer carries a diaper bag into court with him. He also carries a laptop bag into court with him, and that'll hold all your legal files. 1911 in the FUPA, right on. Using your tool bag for the past 6 months. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks for the link, Josh. Did you ever answer the dude on Facebook leaving Rally Man comments on a ton of posts? You know what? I did. I said, because he has battalion reconnaissance stuff all over his shit. So I said, where are you? Are you SSD, right? And he's like, I'm in San Diego. I don't know what SSD is, which was weird because that's Swift, Silent, Deadly. But I think he says he bought stuff from my shop. He probably knows me. He thinks he knows me. I just don't know who he is. We have a ton of shit that holds M4 stuff. Pelican case is good for office stuff. They're super heavy though, fucking like ridiculously heavy. Shipping on a belt, right on. BBD bag work for paper. Yeah, but you couldn't put a full-size sheet of paper in a BBD bag. Diaper bag, expanding file organizer inside. That would totally work, wouldn't it? Been using Tool Apron for years now on my 3rd set. Nice, thank you. Been using Tool Bag. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. We put a lot of content up today, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Make sure you check us out. If you're new here and you like this video, we have a lot of real videos and several different video series. We do 2 podcasts every week also, which are on YouTube. So check those out. And if you take the time to watch them, please take the time to leave a comment. If you saw anything funny, entertaining, educational, anything of value to you, I ask that you please send that to a friend. Just tag somebody or send it to them through Messenger or however you communicate. And we do a live every night. So look for us tomorrow night. If you don't get a notification, I promise you we're here. YouTube just didn't send you a notification. I do this every single night, almost every night since they have started lives for years. Every single night I do this at 9 o'clock. Happy Valentine. I freaking completely forgot it's Valentine's. Stay dangerous, stay vigilant, right on. Your notebook cover would probably suit this paper hole. It might, yeah, it might. You'd have to fold it though. Yeah, Javier, go fuck off somewhere else, bud. Your mom's calling you. VP9 or Glock 19. I don't even know what a VP9 is, man. Why would you not get a Glock? It fucking works every single time. Why do you got to take something that you know will work and save your life and then experiment with a bunch of other bullshit when the Glock is it's a hammer. Every single time it's going to do what you need. The Alpha Show. Yeah, we sell all of this stuff. We make all of this. Everything you see here, we made it in this building on all those sewing machines over there. PC Pickles, what's up? Literally every night this channel pops up. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm glad it's working. I try to figure out what the fuck this is. You have 458 people on this video right now. About 100 of us actually know one another. Like we've all been in the same rooms multiple times. And you have a lot of super successful businessmen listening on this right now. And you have access to guys that are multimillionaires that can tell you how they did it and what parts they would do over or what they would skip. You have access to like real dudes doing a lot of real shit, right? There's dudes on this channel every night that they literally make movies about. and you have access to those guys. So I just walk around and show you the gear that we make, but you can type out anything and we can talk about almost anything. Business, lifestyle design, money, gear, mountain biking, dirt bikes, overland trucks, whatever you want to talk about. I'm a welder. I need work. We have factories here. Like we have fab shops here always hiring welders. We're in Tennessee here. There's a shop right here that made this spiral staircase for me right here in town. Let's discuss the power. What do you want to know about the power grid? It's fucked. I mean, if you're asking me about the power grid, I'm sure you know about coronal mass ejection, EMP, right? EMP shields, we're friends with those guys. If you want an EMP shield device unit for your breaker box or for your vehicle or your side-by-side, if you use code SOE, they will give you $50 off your order. You could use that code multiple times. So you don't even have to buy like 4 boxes in one order. You can use the code over and over and get $50 off each order. No one buys that shit, boy gear. No one I know is armed forces uses your gear. Well, you know you're full of shit, right? I mean, come on. You're not even using your real name. Timu? You're like selling fucking Chinese bullshit. Go ahead and fuck off, dude. And here's the deal, right? One of us is using a real name and one of us is watching somebody else, right? Why are you here? You could be anywhere on the internet. You could be doing your own video. I mean, nobody would watch you, but that's the difference between you and I. One of us knows who the other one is. What's the best gear that you like? I build it, man. We built all of this shit right here, all of it, in this building on these sewing machines. And you know how you know a guy's not spec ops or soft? Because they don't call themselves that. They don't introduce themselves and go, I'm special operations. What's the best medical gear company to work with? What do you want to do, Reeves? What do you want to do? Our friend Chuck Peoples has Homestead Medical. My friend Bear owns Refuge Medical. We sell medical contents and medical packs and medical pouches that we manufacture here. Who are you? Come on, man. We've said it 1,000 times. I saw your short. That's why you're getting in here. Yeah, it's because our shorts. We have a lot of shorts. We do a 2-hour podcast once a week. I have a guy that cuts the shorts into very controversial shorts that are missing a couple words, which would then make sense. So out of anger and negativity, people comment on them. So it makes our stuff go viral. We've got a lot of shorts with over 1 million interactions on them. And because of that, YouTube is now showing any shorts company, any channel who you've interacted with on the shorts. When they happen to be live, they're pushing the live into the short feed. And that's how you guys are getting here. See the splatter foop with the cover on the video. It's right here, man. I think they're sold out already. Yeah, triggers are great pendulums. That's a good way to put it, man. Why don't you join special? Because I'm 52 years old and I'm a businessman. Because I have a homestead and a farm and I employ a lot of people and I make way too much money to join the military and I'm 52. Why don't you join the military? Why do you fantasize about spec ops when you can become them? Yeah, that's a good point. So what have you done with your life? What's the best way to make money by doing ammo reloading? I don't know. I don't do that. I have some ideas. I have a private group. It's $10. You get in there once a week, ask questions, and we make a fully in-depth video for you. There's a lot of people on here that are members of that group, and we sit down in the podcast studio and actually have a real conversation about how to market and how to, grow your business. So if you're interested in that, check it out. I think a lot of people on here will tell you that they get way more than $10 worth out of that shit every week. Does mom still cook your dinner? Is your life fun and full? Oh, fuck yeah. Check out the YouTube channel, man. I've got 5,000 videos here. We do Self-Reliance Festival here. We'll have 1,000 people here in April. I only do shit that I want to do. That's what I do every day, whatever I want to do. Provide a single shred of military. Dude, fuck off, man. Outside of civilian purchase, no one's knocking the craft hoss, but dude, fuck off, man. Like, you're gone, buddy. Go do your own shit. Hide user from channel. Stick around. No, man, I have absolutely zero headspace for that guy. I have no idea who he is. First time I've ever seen him here. He can be anywhere on the internet. He still hears me right now. Like, when you block somebody from the channel, you just never see their shit again. Quit picking on me. I like Dino Nuggets. You'll always be criticized by people doing... Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. If anybody has never heard of Alex Hormozi, you should, as soon as we're done here, or even now, you'd be better off now, go check out anything from Alex. Shoot a kiss. Are you guys using any automated sewing yet? No, I've had plenty of automated sewing machines. No, we do it. You know how you always hear all the time they don't make them like that anymore? We still make them like that. We still do what we've always done. We build gear right now that future generations in your family will use 200 years after you're gone. I'd be gay for you. You're already gay. I don't need you. I have a wife, man. And I'm not. That's not me. The only attraction to this type of shit is the interaction. Nope, we don't build any plate carriers, man. I don't have to build plate carriers. We've not built plate carriers for years. I do this stuff myself. I never heard of you before right now. Right on. Yeah, we never stopped making them like they used to. That's a good, maybe that's the one we go with. We never stopped making them like they used to. Thoughts on the new Holosun? I don't know anything about it other than I heard the T-Rex guy, one of the older brothers, mentioned it in a video, a comms video, while he was at SHOT Show. I've not seen one. Jediah, man, we're pushing 100,000 right here. We get about 100 new viewers a day. TikTok, I got 300 new viewers today on Instagram. We have a TikTok page. I think it's about 6 months old for our podcast. Last I looked, we were at 110,000 on there. Would you be making any more holsters? So we did a bunch of belt slide holsters this week, and we do Velcro adjustable holsters almost every day. They're not good holsters to carry your gun with, right? If you're carrying your gun, get a proper Kydex holster for that thing. If you're carrying your gun in a bag, then use one of our Velcro adjustable holsters for sure. Striker, man, I could take a young man and have a conversation with him for 15 minutes and literally change the direction of his life. And if you tell people, like, if you give it away to them, you just tell them, and they will never understand it, man. They might in 10, 20 years. When I was young, people way more successful than me right now would try to course correct me, right? And I was always an asshole about it. I've completely burnt bridges with people that I would love to do business with right now, or even be mentored by. And they remember that. Gas line explosion, Iran today. I did not. I didn't hear about it. My dad is way smarter than you. Jedediah, who are you fucking talking to, man? Like, are you schizophrenic? Like, you're fucking like a ping pong. Be very clear here. Do you want to participate in this conversation and add value, or are you talking shit? Do we have a website? We most definitely have a website, man. It's SOE Tactical Gear, because your website should say what you do and do what you say. SOE, Special Operations Equipment. SOE Tactical Gear, yeah. Just ignore the trolls. Scott, you let me do social media. I've been doing it for over 15 years. I literally have made over $1 million a month on trolls on social media. So I'm good here. Painful me to look back on those missed out. Yeah, absolutely, man. Is this a store? It's a manufacturing facility. It's a museum. It's a gym. It's a farm. It's a homestead. It's a store. It's an event venue. Releasing classified info. Who are you speaking to? Exactly what is produced. We make nylon tactical gear, man. We build all these bags, all these fanny packs, all these magazine pouches, all these backpacks. We make it right here in this building. We do a new t-shirt design every week. We do 120 pieces, and we never rerun the design. So once a week, there's a new shirt we release. We do a lot of promos and collaborations. Like, these are all free items for different promo codes. And then we build all this stuff: load carriage systems, backpacks, fanny packs, vehicle visor covers, wallets. I mean, you name it. Belts. I've been in business for 35 years. Dylan, you're fucking gone, man. The beauty of this is that you will just never comment. Nobody will know that you exist here again, but you will still see my videos. Should get mad some more. You're gone too, dipshit. He's recording on a phone, not a yeah, we're on a, this is a giant ass iPad, man. We have been recording with $7,000 cameras all fucking day long. We've had drones up today. We've had GoPros out. We've had real cameras out. We've recorded multiple camera angles. We've done over fucking 4 hours of podcast content. Rifle carry bags. I don't have one, man. If you need a rifle bag, go grab one somewhere. Decals, yep, we have a ton of different stickers we put out. Every order comes with some free shit. We also have probably over 100 different stickers and patches we run all the time. Is that for a product release promo? Some of it's product release, some of it like Harry Potter's birthday, Teddy Bear Day. We always just do some fun shit. These, I don't remember what these were for, but these were for some promo in the last week or something. And those, you know, we just always do different shit. Cookie Day, Brownie Day. So that makes it a right to cook. JJ, fuck off. One of us actually has a goddamn camera on right now. You can be anywhere on the internet. Go wherever the fuck you want to go. Is that a church? No, we don't have a church here, man. We will be doing a revival here with TJ from Bear Independent. We'll be doing that sometime in the near future, but there is not a church here. We are called a cult a lot. They call us a cult. A company that tosses in stickers with product purchase. Yeah, we actually toss in, I have a Patreon, and I do a sew video every week showing you how to build a different product. And I typically build it out of a pattern that we don't really use, like Tiger Stripe. And we give that gear away to our Patreon members. Had so many, Reeves, man, just to give you an idea, just on my EDC belt with a base of gray, with a base of coyote or black, I have 14,000 part numbers just in that belt. And we make 7 different belts. These are sew samples right here. So that when we go to build something, there's a sample in different stages of build. This right here This isn't even probably 5% of the products we make hanging on the wall here. This doesn't even scratch the surface. NOFA, right on, man. No, we don't do any OE. I can't build enough of my own stuff. I own 52 sewing machines. I've never seen 20 run in this county. I moved here from San Diego. Manufacturing was very different in San Diego. Can't believe Amazon sells a payload release system for DJI drones. Like, what are they using in the Ukraine to drop grenades on people? Are you hosting ATS? I don't know what ATS is. Singer heavy duty good for 400. Well, Scott, buddy, I don't know what that is. That could be a ton of different machines. Degenerates are trolling y'all. We know. It's okay. Don't fall for it. It's okay, man. Dude, I make videos on how to monetize people shit talking. There is no such thing as bad publicity. Controversy sells. Me telling those kids to fuck off, every time I do that, 5 of you guys subscribe. This has nothing to do with them. I actually benefit from those guys being here. Arming the Saints AT. I don't know what that is, man. Goliad patch. I don't know what it. Dude, I don't know what that is either. Historical patches, no. Do glasses that go over glasses in the end? Guys, there must be a disconnect in our languages. I'm not understanding some of what you're saying. I'm into military stuff, and this is a channel I need to be subbed to. Man, you should check out some of our real videos. We have several video series here. We've been doing YouTube for 14 years. I do a live video, this live video, I do it every single night, every day of the year, and I've been doing it for years. Laser tag camo? No. The generic Walmart. Oh, I have no idea, man. Practical use for DJI drops and doing recon. So here's the beauty. So I use the DJI all the time, right? I have probably 20 drones. I am currently flying a lighter weight S2, I think is what it is. Let's go look. I had it up today. The beauty of a drone, right? If you're questioning if you need a drone, we use them for our video stuff all the time. But here's why you as a normal man would use a drone. You ever been stuck on the interstate and you're wondering what the fuck's going on up ahead, right? You want to know if you're coming into a fatal funnel. Is it an accident? How long is the road going to be closed down for? Is the road completely missing, right? What action are you going to take right now, and how long are you going to wait to take it? With a drone, you can know in 1 minute, you can know what's up ahead. You ever smelled smoke? You're wondering where the smoke's coming from, or you see smoke and you're curious if it's a fire or just your neighbors burning leaves? 1 minute. You can know that with a drone. That's why you need a drone. You hear equipment and you're wondering if that equipment's on your property or if it's your neighbor, or you hear some screaming and yelling and you're wondering if it's kids playing or is there really something going on at your neighbor's house? You know all of that with a drone. I crashed this drone into a tree today and it flipped upside down several times. You can see there's like pollen and shit on it. And this drone never touched the ground. It righted itself and then hovered until I backed it up and flew it out. I've ran that drone right there into power lines. That particular drone last year around Christmas time, I was trying to land on a pond that was frozen and the motherfucker went under the water. It was not frozen. We were at a church, a big mega church, and I was filming some ducks out on the ice. and that drone went underwater, and I'm looking at the drone underwater in green water, and I powered it up, flew it over, landed it, and it wouldn't take back off that night. So I'm like, okay, I probably fried it. Brought it here, put it in front of a fan overnight, got up in the morning, and that sucker powered right up. That one right there. Only have DJI Mini 2. Awesome. Yeah, whatever you do with your drone, make sure you get a drone that has a monitor on the controller. If you have to pair it to your phone, it's going to overclock your phone. Your phone monitor is not big enough, and it's not bright enough to use in the sunlight. Check out fires 3 times. Exactly, man. What's the flying weight on it? I don't know. You can find it on the internet. It'll tell you. Podcast 46. I'm interested in Scully's podcast he wants to do. He mentioned something about doing a book. Definitely interested. So Josh, Scully has his own YouTube channel, Dog Kennel and Little Spoon. One of my video guys handles that and does all the editing on most of that. Scully and I do the podcast, episode 46. We actually recorded 62 today. That's how far behind those free podcasts are. At the $10 membership, you will get episode 62 this weekend, I believe. Otherwise, just wait. They come out about 6 months behind, free. And then Jeff, we have a Patreon. We've been doing Patreon question and answers. You guys ask questions. Jeff and I do a Patreon video for members. And then typically we've been doing a live, middle of the day Wednesday, Scully and I. And then my wife and I do Q&A for membership here on YouTube. And that's all the business related stuff. Anything you want to know business, ask questions for me or Amanda. And we usually run about 2 hours on that podcast. And then a lot of times we do a live during the day also. Decals, Dog Kennel and Little Spoon. That's right. What kind of videos do you put out? Homesteading, business, adventure shit, urban exploration. We do asylums and closed hospitals and stuff. We do a lot of different things. All kinds of shit. And then I do this live video every night, 9 o'clock. Put my phone in a cheap VR headset and right on. Speaking of what to buy next for sewing, what are the good workhorse industrial machines? Just look for industrial machine. Literally, go on Marketplace, put in sewing machine, look for industrial or commercial machine. It doesn't matter what brand. I've got 10, 15 different brands out here. But really, Conso 206, I've got Nakajimas, I've got High Lead, I've got Seiko, I've got Pfaff, I've got Juki. And most of them are really about the same machine. They do the same thing. Like this Nakajima 280. This is obviously a much bigger machine. We've got a lot of those. But this Nakajima 280, the Conso 206, they're the same machine. They take the same parts. When it needs repaired or something breaks, you're going to put the same parts in both machines. I have one and it's been okay, but it struggles with nylon. Yeah, you need just buy your. If we're to the point where you're asking about a sewing machine, and you're already sewing, $1,200. Go get you a Conso 206 or something equivalent, and it's going to come typically with a new motor stand. That's the table, and it's going to have a servo motor on it. I started sewing 35 years ago. I have all these new machines in the shop. I still sew on this thing, this old Conso 206 right here. This is where I sew. This is all my bullshit right here at the back of the class. Yeah, Scully's giveaways have been fucking crazy. I'm lacking. I should be doing giveaways more because that would definitely grow the channel and bring in new dudes. What's your opinion on Yeti buying Mystery Ranch? I don't give two shits about it. I don't know why everybody's talking about it. I own 75 Mystery Ranch bags probably. I just bought two Mystery Ranch 2 days. One for me, one for my wife. I've got 3 days back there. I've got Dragon Slayers back there. Dude, when I say like I have fucking probably 150 backpacks. You work Unicore? No, I was in Lompoc prison though. But no, I've never worked at Unicore. GSM buying cold steel. Nothing changed. Yeah. What kind of sewing machines do we use? Man, if you guys would just give me $1 for that question. Mav, buddy, check it out. I do this video every night. I answer that question 100 times. I've answered it 10 times tonight. I do a video series called Full Build. We talk all sewing machine. I literally sit down and show you how to make my product that we make here. Watch that series. I think there's probably 20 of them right now. We put one out almost every week. Just check it out. You'll love them. And Mav, what kind of sewing machine do you use, bud? Grandfather was a prison guard there back when it was a military. Yeah, it used to be the golf course. That was Club Fed, yeah. Put a little note on the stuff you sew, sewn by John. You can usually tell it's mine because I forget to put a label in it. And guys ask me to sign it, which is super weird. I do put my name inside some of it. I assume you guys sell sheaths. Nope. I used to build all the sheaths for Strider knives. We do not do knife sheaths. Bought my VIP tickets to SRF and have an Airbnb book. Well, welcome, Chris, man. Make sure you tell me who you are. It's weird because guys will come in, shake hands, talk for a minute, but we have no idea who you are because you don't identify yourselves. Like, tell me, hey, I'm on your live every night. We talk. And then guys will be here for a minute, and then next week they'll be like, hey, man, it was super cool to meet you, but we don't ever know who you are. You'll get a different experience if you walk in here and you're like, hey, I'm on your podcast every night. I watch all your videos. Versus a lot of guys just walk in here kind of awkward, and they don't disclose that we have interacted for any time. What kind of sewing machines do you use? Singer 68. So I'm not familiar with a Singer. This is a Nakajima. This is a Juki. This is a Juki. These are the 1508s. I've got a dozen of them probably. This is an ST888, which is a Seiko. Really, what is that? It's a Consew. It's the same as a Consew 206. That's an actual badged Consew. That's a super old Consew there. I've got Singer, Mitsubishi, High Lead. I've got some Brother sewing machines. They're really, but most of them are all like Consew 206s, right? When you have to replace the hook or the tensioning assembly or the push-out pin or the needle bar, it's all the same part. They're all interchangeable. I've still got machines in here that have clutch motors on them. Anyone here has a testimony of Refuge Medical mission or people, please go leave a Google review. Right on, right on. You can also donate to Caleb House. Found a Consew 2093 for $350. Scott, I'm not familiar with that machine, man. So here's what you're looking at if you want to do heavier stuff, right? You're looking for a sewing machine that has two of these, okay? This is your tensioner. This is your take-up. This spring right here catches and tensions that. If you're looking at a heavier machine, it will have two of these. If you're looking at a lighter machine, it will only have one of these. That's the fastest way to be able to tell, right? These big machines have dual tensioners, right? So there's actually four. 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't mean that that's the machine you need just because of that. But when you look at a metal sewing machine online, and it's like $300 or whatever, it's going to have one of these. That's a lighter weight machine. For 10 years, I built what I built for 10 years. When you're learning to sew, though, you will break those lighter weight machines all the time because you do not have finesse. You will be much better off putting $1,000 into a walking foot. See you at trade shows every now and then. Had no idea you had a channel and podcast. Yeah, so we've stopped doing. The last trade shows we did were Blade Show. I have not even set up for SHOT Show in a decade probably. We stopped going to Blade Show. I've been on YouTube for 14 years. I've got 750,000 on Facebook. We've got over 3 million combined across social media platforms. Like this stuff here, I don't have to do this for business anymore. I could shut the SOE shop down completely. What do you recommend for getting a plate carrier? Go try them on, man. Go try them on. More important than the carrier is the plates. Working on buying 100 acres in Tennessee to improve and sell over time. Chris, right on. We just went and walked 40 acres today. We're setting up an intentional community. I'm going to take 40 acres of that, and there are a dozen more, maybe a dozen, 5, 7, 10 acre lots right there with it. On a live every night. I've spent 10,000 on SE. Well, thank you, Chris. Man, this is the info I've been looking for. Sal, right on, man. Glad I said something. I thought I found a deal. Well, you might have, Scott. Keep in mind, like, I built all of our biggest rigs, right? Like these LBVs and shit. I built them on one of the lighter weight machines. Now, why did I do that? Because I was renting sewing machines. The lighter weight machine was $25 and the walking foot was $50. And I didn't have $50 when I started doing this. Are you in Tennessee? Yeah, we sure are, Mav. We sure are. Do you still put made in the motherfucking USA on the gear? Yes. We go through 10,000 tags a month. How did I start my business? Man, I've told it 1,000 times, but there's a ton. The question to everything you're answering is on my videos. Like we made some really good videos. You guys should literally go check them out. Some of them would literally change your life with just a couple sentences in there that are actionable. You could completely change the direction of your life tomorrow morning if you went and watched a couple dozen of the videos that we put out. Not just like our random ones, but like our real videos. Live in Arizona, being patient with a deal. People overpriced. Yeah, everything's overpriced right now. But you have people literally losing all their shit. Shit's being repoed left and right now. Fucking car dealers cannot sell the inventory they have because the people that have money don't want that inventory. People with money still have money. Middle class, boy, it's changing. Not familiar with you guys. Do you do custom work? I'm very, very expensive. Anything has a price. I don't sit down on a sewing machine for less than $1,000. And I know that sounds crazy. Every time I say it, anytime I open up and go, hey, I'm going to take custom orders, I've got 100 people that are willing to pay me. And I literally price shit at a price that I think they won't accept because I don't want to do it. Calm, man. Buy Bitcoin. I love it when a motherfucker I don't know messages me first time in the morning to point out that Bitcoin crashed. I'm like, cool, how much cash you got in the bank? How much cash can you send me a photo of? Then why the fuck are you worried about me fucking coming down on Bitcoin a little bit? That just means I'm buying more of it. That's a broke mentality, man. Those are broke motherfuckers. The guy telling you how dangerous Bitcoin is, the guy telling you that Bitcoin took a crash, he doesn't have anything. He has nothing. He doesn't have Bitcoin. He doesn't have cash. He doesn't have assets. He doesn't have property. Anytime a man is happy because he thinks that something negative has happened to you, you better fucking stay the fuck away from that dude. I really need to hear what you said a few days ago. Don't compare your first year of business with business that's been going for 10 years. Absolutely. Fuck you. That's so real, man. Especially young men. People like, man, I want to do what you do. Yeah, so do I. So do I. I'm still working on it. I can tell you the shortcuts. More importantly than the shortcuts, I can tell you what not to do. And some of it's very simple. M81 camo pants? Nope. I got packs. I got packs. I got rigs. I got split front rigs. I got a ton of M81. I got clothes bags. I've got tool bags up there. We build a ton of shit out of M81. We don't build clothing. I remember when Bitcoin was $1. Yeah. Yeah. If I had 10,000 burning a hole in my pocket, should I put it all on Bitcoin? For you, Josh, you personally, I would. For you, knowing you, I buy Bitcoin all the time. I don't ever sell it. When it comes down, I just wait a little while and it comes up higher than it has ever. My account goes up all the time. Yeah, if you own Bitcoin, that's going to be generational wealth. If you have a couple of Bitcoins, your family's going to be set in the future. Do I support the Second Amendment? Come on, man. Where are you guys coming from? Multicam Arid for... Yeah, we build Arid. I've got Arid shit here right now. What do I have in Arid? I've got some Arid tool bags, which are badass. I'm pretty sure there's probably an Arid micro rig sitting out here somewhere. I definitely have Arid vehicle med bags right now. There's probably Arid grocery bags. I know we've got some Arid shit cut out on the SOE floor. There's Arid medium clothes bags right here. Those ones have the black handles. We did that to match the Katanica collaboration. Yeah, we build stuff out of Arid. We don't do large numbers of it, so it sells out pretty quick. Porn. What about porn? You're a porn star, EH? And Sal. You guys should get together and mate. Why? Because they're idiots. Because they are fucking retarded children. That's why. You sell all the custom orders. Some of them. Wrong live stream. The government is going to do something to fuck over anyone in Bitcoin somehow. Corey Rolling, how much cash can you show me right now? Like, can you message me? Can you DM me or PM me a picture of your cash? Like, it's sitting in a safe, right? You got fucking tubes. How many gold eagles, right? ESA or GSAs fit. How many of those fit in a tube? How many tubes do you have? How many tubes, how many coins are per tube, and how many tubes are in a super pack, right? Because if we're concerned with Bitcoin and you're involving yourself in the conversation, I assume you probably what do you have? Could you go liquid on $100,000 tomorrow morning if you had to? Like tonight, power goes out. You got 100 grand? In anything? 10? Could we do 10? What color are the yellow bands? How much money's in a yellow band versus a fucking blue band versus a purple band in the stacks, right? Because if we're involved in this conversation, clearly you have a lot of money invested somewhere elsewhere than Bitcoin. Do you not think that your bank is just going to fucking turn your shit off and go, hey, turn in your Scooby-Doo money. We're giving you the Hillary bucks tomorrow. Micro portions of Bitcoin. I actually believe that. You have major municipalities right now. You have fucking state employees and government employees that can literally take their payment in Bitcoin right now. Los Angeles County, Chicago, right? Atlanta. You have pensions. All these pensions are invested in Bitcoin. Your government pensions are invested in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not fucking going nowhere. That's something to keep you guys divided. That is for men to fight over who don't have dollars or Bitcoin. Silver's a great investment until you have to move thousands of pounds of it. Here again, Trejo, what up? And pitching is not going anywhere? I don't know what that means. Like pine tar pitching between the boards on these old ass log cabins out here? If power goes out, what is 100G going to do for you? Well, I would assume that a man with 100 grand probably has a lot of assets, right? So you've probably converted a lot of your assets into liquid, right? You've probably put that into tangible assets, right? That's the point. A man with 100 grand, he also has fucking property and water catchment and food production. He probably has a farm, a pretty, decent homestead of some sort. He probably has multiple locations he can go in case one burns down. Here's the deal, guys. YouTube has changed the orientation on the screen. Look, this is not about buying Bitcoin or silver or gold or who has what. I want you to have whatever you want. I want you to have literally anything you want. I don't care where you put your money. I just want you to have some. If you make fucking $3,000 a day, actually $3,500 a day, right? Why do I say $3,500 a day, right? Take my $3,300, $3,500 a day and tell me why I'm saying that. Some of you will know. Most of you won't ever fucking know. And what that means is you're never going to make $1 million a year, because that's what it takes to make $1 million a year. You have to make roughly $3,300 a day, and that's not a 5-day week. That's 7 days a week. You have to make, to be $1 million, you have to make $3,300 every fucking day. And if you're going to make $1 million, you better plan to make $3 million, because you're going to fucking fall short, but you'll probably pass the $1 million, right? So you need to shoot for 3 to make 1. I want you guys to have that and make your $3,300 a day and do whatever you want to do with it. But if you have, what you guys don't realize, right? All you guys that are like, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. You know, you can go to fucking major banks right now and they'll take that Bitcoin and put it into fucking escrow account and fucking issue you a loan off of the Bitcoin. That means you didn't cash that Bitcoin. What does that mean? Why is that important, right? That is important because that's a non-taxable fucking event. Now you're paying back a loan. You don't have a tax fucking transaction there. But motherfuckers squealing about don't own Bitcoin, the government's going to take it. They don't know shit about taxes. They don't have a fucking tax lawyer and a bank account and a bookkeeper. They're not fucking businessmen. It's some bullshit to try to divide you further. The people that want you divided, they got Bitcoin. What's going on? Hey, what is going on? Yeah, be your own bank. I'm going Bitcoin ETFs, right on. But you're dead, right, about Bitcoin being generated. It is, yeah. So is land. Buy a bunch of land. Cover the land. Don't leave the land fucking. Go buy land. Go buy land that's been fucking clear cut. And then have a company come in and put pine on it. Pine will come up fast. Pine is generational wealth. You can cut it at 15 or you can cut it at 30, right? And once you have fucking trees growing on the property, that property becomes a fucking upside down lake. Where you have trees growing, you have fucking water. Richard, what's up, man? What's the craziest thing you made yourself? The craziest shit I've ever made is probably still a fucking accordion case. And it's not my fucking accordion. Some of you know who I'm talking about, some of you don't. We'll see what happens to Bitcoin after the halving. Do you have Bitcoin? If you don't, it doesn't fucking matter what happens. Can you stroke your beard? You can come suck my balls. Actually, you can't. But you could come here, and then I'll tell you, fucking, you can't suck my balls. Are you pro-Israel? No. I'm pro-fucking let Israel handle their shit. Let Israel fucking take those bulldozers and do whatever the fuck they're going to do. The United States should not be over there. We have fucking capability that we don't have to be on the horizon where some fucking retards tossing fucking bullshit at us. They want one of those ships hit. Israel would have already fucking taken care of this shit. Do you guys not remember when Israel tried to give Gaza to the other side? They didn't want them. Dumbledore. Can I send you an email willing to drop men and band on custom work? I don't know what you just said. If you can figure out how to send me an email, you would have already sent me an email. Figure it out and send it, sure. Yeah, I don't give two shits about Israel. I don't give a fuck about Ukraine. I don't give two shits about Russia. You know who you motherfuckers better worry about? You better worry about your fucking government, right? TikTok, the CCP. You think the CCP is listening to your shit? Of course they are. So is your fucking government. Who's more likely to knock on your door in 2 years for something you said yesterday because they decided it was illegal after you did it? Fucking, you better worry about your fucking government. What's your opinion on the U.S. helping other countries? We got our own fucking problems, right? We have our own fucking problems. Close the fucking border. You donated $100. Who'd you donate $100 to? You're going to say Caleb House? I put $1,000 on Caleb House. I don't tell anybody. I don't even offer information on donated anywhere that I don't fucking do myself. It's neither one of their land. I don't give a shit. I'm not over there. I literally don't fucking care. That's like saying it's neither of their land. Okay, that's like saying the United States isn't our land because we took it from the fucking Indians. I don't fucking care. I wasn't there. I didn't have slaves. I don't fucking care. Black people had more slaves than fucking white people. Black people currently have more slaves than white people. I don't fucking care. I get up at 4:30. I go to bed at 11:30 every night. I get up at 4:30. I work out for an hour. I build a ton of content, and I talk to you guys every night. You donated $200 to where, Joe? What are we talking about? Been spending my money on MP5. That's fucking badass, Clinton. I want you to be able to have every fucking HK that you want to have. That's what I want for you guys. I want you guys to literally be able to do anything you want to do. So when you're ready to change what you're doing, let's have that conversation, right? I'm not trying to sell you shit. I don't have anything to sell you other than equipment. My membership on YouTube content is $10. My Patreon, it's $10. I think it's $10. I think it's only $10 to join my Patreon. Mark, join this conversation. Just because you come here and quote scripture, you're not gonna sway anything because you show that you know some scripture. Jump in the conversation. What advice do you have for someone who has little income and has never invested in anything? Make more income. You have right now, right? You could be at work right fucking now. You can also be at work at 6 in the morning, and you can also be at work at midnight. Work more. Like literally, I came home from federal prison, was in a halfway house, got 3 part-time jobs, working 80 hours a week, 80 fucking hours a week, and then I got a sewing machine and started my company back out of my mom's garage. I made $960,000 the first year I was home while on federal probation for 3 years. Do I get girls? Buddy, I got half a dozen fucking kids that I've raised who are now having children and buying their own properties, not because I gave them money, because they have fucking jobs and earned their own money. And I have a wife. I've been married. My wife works with me 24 hours a day. Do you have a cat? I have a lot of cats. I've got 5 dogs. There's 5 sheep here on the property. I've got 200 chickens. There's a couple geese. I've got guineas. I've got 60 rabbits right now. How much gear is 960? I don't know, a lot. A lot of it was custom back then. Thought you Americans are going to war. Our government wants us going to war. Tough guy. I have wherewithal, man. I have fucking calluses. I don't know who you're calling tough guy, but I'm fucking definitely tougher than you. I mean, think about it right now. Who's watching who on the internet? You could be anywhere in the world right now. You could be anywhere on the internet, and you're here watching me. So you need to evaluate what you're doing. Do you think you will get to see the U.S. collapse? I hope not, but I'm always working a little bit more towards it, right? If you're prepared or moving in the direction in case the United States collapses, will you be better in your day-to-day life? And will your grandkids, who are not even born yet or even thought of, right, for you young men, will your grandkids be better in the future if you were in a position where you don't have to rely on the systems? All of you. I want all of you to be in a position where you can buy some property, grow some food, and I want you to, here's the thing, right? You always hear these little cunts that are like, money isn't everything. Money doesn't buy happiness. You'll definitely take a person that has some issues, and when they have money, it will remove most of their frustrations and their fears. Money buys you time, and money buys you options, right? When everybody was locked down and you had to wear a mask if you could travel or whatever, all of those people, like dudes with private airplanes, they still went to Ibiza in Spain. They still went to Monaco. They did whatever they wanted, right? So if you can take, so you all work, those guys that are like money isn't everything. Well, then why do you get up at a set time every morning and go to a place that you don't like to go for so little of it? Why do you trade your time for money then? Yeah, I've never seen a dude jump off a jet ski that didn't have a big ass fucking smile on his face. So I want you to identify when that little bit of money is left over every week. What do you spend that money on, right? Or what do you wait several paydays and accumulate that money to go buy? Is it more wood for woodworking? Is it another tool? What is it, right? So let's identify that and then figure out how to monetize that, right? How do you stop going to a job you hate because you make enough money to do what you want to do? Like, what's the answer to that? So when we can identify that, we can figure out how to monetize that so that every day you go to work, I don't ever come to work and be like, man, I got to go to work. It never happens. It just doesn't happen. And how do all of you have that? Savings interest. The more you make, the more you can tithe. Yeah. Yeah, work is freedom, man. Yes, the Nazis used to say work will set you free. They meant it in a different manner for those people, though. But yes, work does buy you options. Work does set you free. War economy. Yeah, but I mean, I make money because we're going to war, right? Because we build military equipment. Anytime there's fear of war, everybody buys gear. Anytime there's fear of ammo shortages, everybody buys gear. Every time there's fear of shortages or civil unrest, everybody buys gear. I make money whether it's Republican or Democrat. It doesn't matter if Biden's in office or Trump's in office. I'm still making money. Yeah, they're attacking farmland. They're attacking food production. They're poisoning your fucking foods. Like, do you even buy a steak at the grocery store anymore that is a whole cut of meat? You don't. They glue that shit back together. Even ribeyes. I'm a military contractor, so I'm profiting. Doesn't mean we don't spend too much on it. So what does a military contractor mean? Like, what do you really do? You work for Teledyne Ryan. You work for General Dynamics, Raytheon. You work for Brown and Root, and you were setting up fake Starbucks overseas. Like, when guys say I'm a military contractor, the fucking security guard at the fucking base bowling alley is a military contractor. I'm not saying that's you, but that doesn't mean shit. Like, it's like a dude's like, I'm in law enforcement. That's code for I'm not a fucking cop. I'm a security guard. Dudes that are like, SOF, I'm a SOF, I'm a special operation. No, you're fucking not. You're a goddamn liar. Because a SEAL will say he's a SEAL, and an SF dude will say I'm a group. Like, it doesn't mean shit. SW engineer, make my money doing SOC. Right on, man. Right on. Burn-ins, yeah, chicken farms. Like, dude, it's all of it. Eric, I already told you, man. You quote one more, quote fucking scripture one more time. The next comment you make better have to do with this conversation. Like, I don't keep dudes around that just quote scripture because I don't fucking care that you can fucking copy some scripture. Participate in the conversation or get the fuck out. Y'all don't listen. You want millions, but you're incapable of stewarding what you already have. Yeah, they can't take care of it, man. We feed people that won't feed themselves. If any of you are going to the Ruckus, we will be at the Ruckus. There is an Overland Expo that's happening at Brushy Mountain Prison, East Tennessee. I believe we're going to be there also. Cops are the only ones that can afford to live in Canada. Yeah, Canada's a fucking wreck, man. You guys ought to just get out of Canada and come here. I mean, God, everybody else is. Yeah, I don't spend money where I can't see it used. I don't hand money to strangers. I don't spend money in other countries. If I'm going to help somebody, I'm going to help somebody locally where I can see what they do after I help them. Yeah, we used to take people and put them in places called asylums when they did crazy things. All right, guys, I said an hour ago I was getting off of here. I do a live every night at 9 o'clock. Join us. We will be here tomorrow. Ton of videos if you want to see what we really do. There's some real videos here on YouTube on this channel. I'm on Instagram every morning. I'm on X. I'm on Facebook. We've got a huge TikTok presence, so wherever you want to follow us. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.